How are you?
Welcome.
Okay, here we go again. And no, into is not into outer space, in the inner space.
The inner space.
Okay, as we left off with the process of making a person, right? And this is what's called making peace. The real concept of making peace begins with a person, right? What does peace mean? It means that as they say, there's only one piece, only one entity. Something was shalom comes from the word shalem. Okay, so since a person has an animal soul, has a holy soul, and both of them are pulling in opposite directions, both of them want to have control over the body. So the only way to make a shalem, which is shalom, is it has to be in Hebrew the difference between shalom and shalem is there's a vav. So the Vav, you know, the Vav in many places is hints at the power of the Torah. The power of the Torah is able to make peace in the world. That's what it says. We say that the people who study the Torah they cause peace into the world. So what it means in terms of service of Hashem means that there's a unification between the animal soul and the holy soul, right? There is no longer a conflict of interest. And so either it's done through the study of the Torah, it can also cause that animal soul could turn over. But in Ein Beis, we're discussing about how to accomplish it through the work of prayer. Because the concept of prayer is to bring the animal soul from level to level through understanding, through the feelings, through the desire to hook in, to be able to become a vessel that wants to accept the will of the Creator. And that's really the perfection that we're heading towards. That it's not just that the revelations from above will force a person to be a perfect entity. Right? You know, the Creator has many levels of angels. That there are creations which they perceive that there is a Creator, and they do what they have to do because not because they choose to do, because that's the way they're created. That's it's obvious, right? There's things which even the laws of nature are because the Creator decided that's the way they should be. And even within our body, we have things which run automatically. But since we were given the power of free choice, and the power of free choice is really a miracle, because there's only the will of the Creator, which is real reality. Since he has chosen us that we should be his people, we should be able to choose to be able to do what he wants. So therefore, we have the power of free choice. So the free and power of free choice it can be done in two ways. Either it can be forced, or a person has a power. Excuse me. Person has a power to at any moment say that he is not going to do something which is the opposite rule of the Creator. This is brought in the Sefer Tanya that we've just been learning the last while. That every Jew at every moment, anything which is opposite of the rule of the Creator is something equivalent to idol worship. So therefore, a person at any moment we realize that this thing is separating himself from, can stop himself. But to be able to turn his animal soul into a vessel that wants to be or have a place where the Creator should be able to reveal himself, it says it means that the line of thinking has to change. So that's one of the process we're going through in Ein Beis is to go into the process of how to start with the animal soul and move him from level to level. So we explained that it begins in the morning. When we wake up, we could declare Modeh that it's a declaration without understanding. But since during the night the person has the soul has gone to a higher level, so therefore there's a ruach hatuma which comes onto the person, and in that sense it has to be removed. So therefore that's why we wash our hands 3 times, and then we start with the second morning blessings. The morning blessings are have this the Shem Havaya. The Shem Havaya there helps to take away the Ruach HaTumah that the person should be able to be a vessel to be able to daven. And then we read the Korbanos, and we bring when the Korbanos, the concept of the sacrifice is to bring Hebrew Korbanos is karev, to become close. So therefore, by reading these things, so it's as though we're actually bringing these sacrifices, and therefore they have a spiritual effect. And this takes away again also the impurity of the night. And then afterwards we come to the hold, the beginning of davening, say the words hold, which is again a kind of an acceptance, even though we don't 100% understand, because we realize we are only a created entity. We cannot grasp the greatness of the Creator, but we're able to now give a higher admittance to the Creator than when we started in the morning with Modani. Okay, then we go through the different parts of the Psukdizima, the different preparations of thinking about the Creator in different ways and how great the Creator is, and the purpose of waking up the animal soul that he should come to the point and say, wow, it's unbelievable what's going on, right? And the major part over here is that he should realize what's going around him is above his understanding. Because once it's above his understanding, so then already it's somebody you can deal with. As long as the animal soul feels that he understands everything, so there's nobody to talk to. Once he begins to understand that really what's going on over here is much, much above his understanding, and the Creator is doing unbelievable things and revelations of what his powers are, as for sure that it's opportunity for him to connect in that he want to join up. Then afterwards we get to the blessings before the Shema, and there it says it's more a kind of deeper kind of thinking into in such a way that we start thinking about the process of what the angels are doing. So by doing that already, so then the animal soul is really his source has to do with the source and the angels. So therefore, it can come to turn around. Okay, but before we get in that, we're going back to the Psuke Zima. In the Psuke Zima, there are two kinds of things which are happening over here. One is the fact that that there's the involvement of the greatness of the Creator, and this caused an excitement to the animal soul. And this is what says the rabbi said that these psukkah is like having a knife that cuts away the evil forces. Okay, so there are two ways that this occurs. Right? The very fact that the concept of good and evil being mixed together began with the eating of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, good and bad. What is this explain? What has happened over here? Yeah, what happened here in terms of how to grasp it is that the life became, instead of objective, became subjective. In other words, the animal the looking at the fruit and seeing that it's delicious and it's enjoyable are concepts which have nothing to do with whether or not you're supposed to be doing it or not supposed to be doing it. In other words, it became subjective. And this concept of being subjective is a source of where that the person's thought, speech, and action can be turned in the wrong direction. Today, we say that the computer has a virus. It's a virus. The virus means that it doesn't do what it's supposed to do. It's got instead of doing one and one is two, it decides that one and one is three. Okay? So too in terms of our service of Hashem, there's also the concept of a spiritual virus. And this is the concept of something being subjective. That it's good for me. I could enjoy it, don't enjoy it. So therefore the person's is his own feelings are being mixed in with what has to be done. So therefore we hear this opportunity by praising the Creator that the person can come to detach the evil part, which is subjective, to be detached from the animal soul. and he should become not involved in the subjective. It's a let go in thought, let go in speech, let go in action, so that you could be able to become a vessel to receive at the what the Holy Soul wants to lead him. In other words, so to speak, that is being distracted in many different directions. And by saying doing the psikuzima, you it's called cutting, cut them off. Yeah? And it says when you want a tree to grow better, you have to prune it. It felt too that there's a way of pruning the animal soul. That's one thing. Second of all, is the way that the evil accomplishes a person is not just in his speech, his thought, and action, but also what's called the makifim. But makifim are something which is if the person is surrounded by it, and sometimes he's not even aware. What is something which surrounds a person? A person is a person falls into the problem that he wants people to honor him. So it's something which is it's not you can put your finger on any one problem. It's a general problem. Or a person is interested that he should dress well and people should see how well he dresses. Right? It's not something which is really any specific thought. It's a thing which is generally is grabbed onto. So too, even this kind of problem, by praising the Creator and thinking about the greatness of the Creator, can also remove a person from this being stuck into these kind of, they say, trivial action, trivial thought is being busy with things which are really have no real ultimate importance. So therefore, by through the davening, praising the Creator, so he can also remove himself from these evil forces which try to pull him in these directions, either by the fact that he wants people to honor him, or he has to always look that he's dressed properly. These kind of things when the person is busy thinking about the Creator, thinking about how great the Creator is. So therefore, you can also be disattached from this problem. So, okay, with that, we sort of say we got to have what to think about, and we should see that we should be able to apply it. And as they say, that the revelation, the Gula in the world is able to be done by the fact that we have our own revelation of our souls right where we are, through doing with the service of Hashem here with ourselves, will cause that it should be also in the whole world.
Amen.
Okay, now, can you right now? Yehi Adonenu, Rabbeinu, Rabbeinu, Melech, Mashiach. Okay.